Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ball State Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Ball State's offense will start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Got his man quickly.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He'll keep it himself. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
He's got the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucked in.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Cardinals racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I can tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's the give off the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Trying the left side. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Just destroying his way through the field. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Back to the ground game on the left. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Got his man on the right. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the shotgun, the inside give.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously great. They got a completion. You prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. So glass half empty. I mean, they made that 3rd down a bit more manageable, but not by much.
Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
On the run, it's Buckley. Obliterates him, still on the move. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. They run the reverse. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue. No Oscars being handed out on that. Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back block.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Cardinals are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's running in the open. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Dragged out at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple scores in the 4th quarter. You could just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give you an opportunity to win this game.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the left. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Broncos. And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Looking to throw on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it at the 15. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off
Can anyone catch him? He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Wolf. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Cardinals in the hurry up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Wolf. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught! Touchdown, Western Michigan! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Ball State 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now on second and short after the first down completion. They keep attacking through the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll throw it on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Back to pass, it's Wolf. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
To the air on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Here comes the offense on second down. It's reverse. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Getting some heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get to him as he throws. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, showed a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Wants to pass it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.